Morning, and I literally made that by 2 minutes. Dreary day, dreary day. And wrestling dogs. You might be able to hear that they're still at it. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. I've got 1 minute to spare before I had to say good afternoon. I had my first bad night's sleep in a long time. Well, 5 or 6 days. And Dennis brought me coffee again in bed. He's the sweetest. But the girls are a little rambunctious. They haven't had, a long walk in a couple of days, and it's raining. Pearl is not a fan of the rain because she's very afraid of thunder. And so she knows thunder's related to rain. Any of you who have more than one dog know that this is just playing. Just playing. Starting to sound like it's not playing, but it is. I swear. They're just playing. And Dennis is smiling because he feels like sometimes Pearl is a bit of a bully to Maze, but I don't know if May started this, but she's holding her own and she's not breaking off. So let me tell you, she's not afraid of her. So anyway, but it's best to stay out of their way unless, you want to be knocked over. Aura's upstairs, so she's safe. We keep pretty good control over the dogs when she is up and about, when Aura's up and about and in jeopardy, because they both weigh 90 pounds, give or take. So another gloomy day. It is Saturday today. Kim's coming to visit her mother, so that'll be nice. And I have no plans. I'm going to continue knitting, although it did occur to me that I might want to go to the yarn shop. And, Kim might want to come too. We have talked about going to the yarn shop together, but I don't think I'm going to do that today. I'm just not in the mood, and I'm still in a good spot on Isabel's sweater. I made progress yesterday, and I have one more day where I don't have to think. So that's a good place to be. But once I get that yarn from the yarn shop, I'm gonna have to alternate between Isabel's sweater and my Sylvester, because I think I'm just gonna say I'm gonna knit on the Sylvester for an hour and then I'll go back to Isabel's sweater, because I do want Isabel's sweater to be done relatively soon. And unless I want to keep going on the Sylvester, but I have some idea that that's going to be something I'm not going to want to do in really long stretches in my current, whatever I am at the moment. Ha! I just sneezed. Pearl leaves the room when I sneeze, don't you, sweetie? She came back, but that broke up the play. She's like, I'm out of here. I went to the back mudroom, and then Dennis soothed her, and she didn't go all the way outside. It is raining. She's not likely to go outside, but anyway. So much for the playing. I should have thought of that sooner. Well, she did just go out. Funny. Anyway. So not a lot going on around here. Like I said, Kim's coming. I guess maybe I'll sweep so that, if she stays for dinner and we eat at the table, I'm going to have to do a little work on the table. And my power supply came, although I don't expect that to go in for a few days till Dennis has a chance to get up the energy to do that. It's not a rush. The only thing I do on that machine is edit the vlog, and I'm perfectly capable of sending it up unedited. So there's no rush on that. But I do have painting stuff on the table. It's packed very neatly, But I need to paint because I have a birthday card that I want to send, but it's too late to get there on time. But you know, better late than never. And I've got Mother's Day on the way, so I have 2 cards to do for the mothers. So some painting would be in order, but I don't know what I'm going to do. I doubt very much if I'm going to paint. I just haven't had the energy for that. So anyway, not much going on around here. Dennis is busy. He's making lemon curd and creme brulee. So we will have a dessert. Ora does like her dessert right after dinner. That's a Hoover thing. Right after dinner. I don't do that. I like to wait a little while for my dessert. The only time I have dessert right after dinner is when I'm eating dinner someplace else. Like if I'm in a restaurant, you have it right after dinner if you're going to have it because, you know, you're going to leave the restaurant. Although I have been known to get a dessert and just take it to go, to be frank. Or if I'm at someone's house and they serve dessert right away, you know, I eat it right away. But in my own home where I get to decide, I never eat dessert right away. I always wait a little while. It's possible I've never eaten dessert at this table. I always wait until I'm in my comfy chair and, you know, then I'm ready and then I get my dessert. But anyway, Dennis is making dessert for his mother and himself. And, yeah. So I think we're just puttering around. Kim is on her way, and we're just going to be hanging out, and it's a dreary day. So there you go. So I'm going to say goodbye. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please stay safe and stay sane.